Hello, it's Polish Paul VR, welcome to the channel. We are here today to do some more PlayStation VR2 news. We're gonna talk about 22 Racing Series. We got some good news regarding PSVR2 version. I spoke about this game other day. Also, probably many of you already heard Resident Evil Village and new launch title announced and some other bits and bobs. So, let's get started. Let's go. I'm gonna make myself smaller here. Okay, so here we are. I've done this video day before yesterday for you about, I spoke about this game in that video, great title, PlayStation VR2 news, that's the new title of the every video, looks like it. But anyway, so this is that game, we're gonna have a look at it in a minute, but the developer replied today in the comment section. So what they saying is, thanks for the video, Polish Paul. Yep, confirming that we fully support in VR on PlayStation 5, and actually, I could mention that we've had an amazing response from people playing in VR. I'm gonna show you trailer in a second again, but those futuristic type racers, they always are pretty awesome in VR. Just look at Wipeout. Anyway, and so we stepped up our future support for VR Feder. With VR tutorial support done, so they added VR tutorial, additional VR headset and controller support, they've done that. Additional VR settings, they are still in progress and they're gonna enhance VR support now and planned for the track builder. So we'll be able to build tracks in VR, looks like it. And they've stepped up our polish, not polish in this case, which is me. And the vehicle interior and cockpit HUD to make the VR view even nicer. So, very nice, but the good thing is that they confirming that they fully support in VR on PlayStation 5. This game looks pretty cool. I'm gonna play you the trailer so you can see yourself. Let's go, let's do it. So that's it. Looks nice. Of course, the trailer is in 2D from the flat version, but still, you know, it's still showcasing what you gonna look at this track. It's crazy. By the way, when you've got these zones to capture, like time sectors, like kind of, I like to think it's like, you know, in your motor racing, you've got time sectors, but of course you're doing it with a team, that's why they call it real-time strategy racing. Now this bit of the track, that was pretty crazy, so definitely gonna feel great in virtual reality. When I'm looking at this game, I'm thinking like we loved Wipeout on PlayStation VR 1. Now we already got one futuristic racer already announced, of course only in early access at the moment on PC, and early access means that not all the features are implemented, so there's still a lot to go. They just launched it on PC, but yeah, it's coming to PlayStation 5 with virtual reality support, and I'm glad to see that they actually stepping up the VR support for this game based on their community, you know, VR community feedback. So very nice and super awesome game. Now speaking about super awesome games, of course we have to talk about this. I'm not talking Grand Theft Auto, that's pretty awesome as well. I'm talking about Resident Evil Village. VR mode launches February 22nd for PSVR2 as free DLC. Very important stuff here. Now, you wanted AAA games, you got another one and another launch title. I don't know if you remember last time Resident Evil Village was on sale a couple of months ago. I said go and buy it. It's only 14 quid. I think it was like 14.99 or something like that. Super cheap. I bought it then. Many of you in comment section, you told me you bought it, because I've had news for you saying that if you own it, then the VR mode will come with this game. So you already own the VR mode. What's cool is that the fact that they announced that this VR mode is for totally free. So if you bought the game when I told you last time for 14.99, you've got probably the cheapest PSVR2 game and one of the greatest. So what they saying is, hello PlayStation 5, it's great to talk with you again. I'm Kanda, the producer at Capcom behind Resident Evil Village. Resident Evil Village VR mode was previously announced back in June 2022. Today I'm happy to reveal that this is additional mode will release on February 22nd, 2023 as free DLC. We like free stuff. Super awesome of Capcom, by the way, that they've done it. It's Capcom like the best VR studio lately, is in it. You can download and play it immediately. when you get your PlayStation VR2. The Eternity of Village's main story will be available to play on PlayStation VR2 in Resident Evil VR mode, allowing you to experience all the events Ethan Winters faces with the greatest level of immersion as he sets out to rescue his kidnapped daughter. Making full use of PlayStation VR2, you'll be wholly immersed when playing Resident Evil Village with this DLC. Visually, the vivid graphics and the 4K HDR, I cannot wait for that, that's so amazing. And eye tracking produces a heightened perception of reality as if everything you see is actually here. 3D audio enhances realism with audio from every angle, and your sense of touch enhanced with PlayStation VR2 Sense controllers. With one controller in each hand, you can feel the vibration, recoil and resistance as you interact with objects in the world and fire weapons. I mean, you know, just look at the screenshot. This is a screenshot from virtual reality game. This is how this looks like. The details are pretty amazing. Even the textures on the skin, you know, the beautiful 4K resolution, by the way, gonna run super smooth. It looks to me, you know, better than flat game, and I'm assuming that's thanks to this foveated rendering as well. So super awesome. I mean, it's just looking so amazing. But anyway, the Sense controllers also enable intuitive movement, like putting your arms up to guard and holding your gun out in front of you to shoot. And there's an additional action you can perform to heighten the immersion. Hold two weapons independently. Load a clip into your handgun to reload. Did I meant magazine? There's a difference between clip and magazine. Never mind. Anyway. And wield your knife with slashing or stabbing attacks. It's a truly captivating experience. This puts you directly into the twisted world of Ethan Winters is fighting through. Please note that Resident Evil Village or Resident Evil Gold Edition is required to play this free DLC, and that the DLC must be downloaded separately. For everyone picking up PlayStation VR2 in February 23, we hope that you will challenge yourself with this ultimate immersive survival horror experience. Niceness. Okay. Now let's move on, maybe talk about Demeo a bit. Demeo, let me show you the latest trailer, maybe. And then we're gonna talk about it. Okay, so here we are. Demeo Reign of Madness. This is the brand new like a story they revealed, the 5th chapter of the Demeo story. They just revealed it like an hour ago, so I told you other day that Resolution Games gonna do their own showcase. And they've done it. Very heavily focused on Oculus Quest, but of course Demeo was here as well. Demeo is your PlayStation VR2 launch title. It's coming February 22nd, and what you're gonna find in this launch title is this chapter as well. So that's what they showed off during their Resolution Games showcase. Some interesting titles. They released Bite, like a fishing game, ages and ages ago, and they still supported it, just added multiplayer. But pretty much everything what they showed down there, apart from this, was for Quest. But I'm assuming in the future more games from Resolution Games will be coming to PlayStation VR2, but probably maybe they're not ready to talk about them just yet. Now that's my best guessing. Or maybe they're just gonna do those. So this is the final chapter, looking cool. Of course, Demeo is your tabletop adventure game, and very popular and very fun to play. It looks like it's become Resolution Games' best title. People loving it. It have to be your cup of tea. If those type of games, you know, are not your cup of tea, then, you know, it's not for you. But those who likes it really likes it. So Demeo looking pretty cool. Okay, and now next story, we're gonna talk about this blog post from yesterday. Sony yesterday decided that when I'm asleep, it's time to do the announcements. Of course, I don't expect them to work around me. But anyway, okay, we're gonna talk about that in a minute as well, PlayStation highlights, because that got me confused today. But anyway, especially, Spiderman being mentioned there with PlayStation VR2 as well. Listen. That was yesterday when I was snoring my head off. I couldn't do videos this morning because I was at work. So we got some new games announcements. Yes, well, the new game announced is this one, Fantavision 2020X. Now, I never heard of it. It's some PlayStation 2 game from past. We're gonna talk about it in a minute. I don't play every single game in the world, and this is, back in the day, it wouldn't appeal to me. But anyway, they spoke about all 6 Japanese developed games. Altair Breaker is your launch title as well. Also, Tale of Onogoro, this meant to come to PSVR1, but it's now PSVR2 game coming at the launch as well from the developers of the Last Labyrinth. Last Labyrinth was a bit boring, but this one sounds a lot better. Okay, I don't know why I talk weird. Now, Kizuna AI, we spoke about it February 22nd. Also, Discordia Chronos Alternate, February 22nd as well, next year. And here we've got X8, which got no release date, but we want to talk. This is the screenshot from this game. Just wanted to show you. Okay, now listen. Blah, 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 blah. What I want to talk about is this new Fantavision game. So, originally released on PlayStation VR, PlayStation 2 in 2000. That's like 23 years ago nearly. I'm old, so old. But anyway, never played it. Fantavision is a puzzle game based on the theme of fireworks. The game returns in all new title for PSVR2 powered by the Unreal Engine. The game is an artistic combination of action, shooting, strategy and puzzles. The PSVR2 headset and PSVR2 Sense controllers provide an immersive experience for you to feel the star-studded sky with sparkling fireworks. With its simple yet addictive gameplay, it won't take long for you to master the controls. Okay, so this is the description of the goal of the game. The basic goal of the game is to catch at least 3 fireworks of the same color and shoot them into the night sky. You can also catch fireworks of different colors and at the same time by using wild fireworks and shoot them with Daisy Chain, which combines multiple colors, and collect items to start the bonus mode Star Mine. In PSVR2, you catch fireworks by aiming at them and pulling the trigger and shoot them with the circle button. Now, I'm thinking like, okay, you've got trigger button here. Why circle button? I don't get it, but maybe there is a reason for it, and I just don't know what is it. Anyway, in addition to single player mode, a replay mode is available. You can change the camera's viewpoint for incredible replays, stop time to enjoy the show, add different effects and more. You can also experience the vibration of fireworks through haptic feedback, so you can fully absorb the breathtaking fireworks display. Okay, if that's your cup of tea, you will like it. I'm gonna put trailer here. I've already put it on. As you can see, the title of this trailer says Fantavision 2020X. So the developers of this game, I'm assuming it's same people, maybe they decided, you know what, it's time to go back to past. And they doing this game. Now those fireworks, you can see very nice and a lot of particles. Now those particles works great in PlayStation's VR2 HDR and 4K resolution. That should look pretty cool. Now Tetris Effect, of course, was an example of a flat game, well, super flat and very classic game that works wonders in virtual reality. So even if this game, maybe it's not something I would pick up back then in past, maybe it's something that I wouldn't pick up now if it's flat game. It's something I probably gonna pick up in virtual reality just to experience, the visuals. Background looks nice as well. So this is coming at launch with PlayStation VR2 support. Very, very nice. Okay, so now I want to go back to my little place, which is this PlayStation highlights. I want to talk about this because I must say, it's got me. What is it? So the blog post on Twitter said, Insomniac confirms Spiderman 2 And I was like, oh cool, I clicked on it, and then I'm seeing the trailer here, and then I looked and I saw, just glanced, I've been at work by the way, glanced, and it had PlayStation VR2 there, and I was like, whoa, 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 so got super excited, thinking when I fully read it, I'm gonna have some sort of VR mode for Spiderman 2. But sadly, that wasn't the case. But while we're here talking about the Insomniac, of course, the studio got very long tradition of VR games, and they released some great titles for PC, but they was Quest exclusive because they worked with Facebook in past before Sony bought them. They released Forspoken, know what I'm talking about, that's the demo just come out. They released the Stormland, the last game, one of my favorite game was Edge of Nowhere, so yeah, or Edge of Tomorrow, I can't remember the title now. They've had two more, they had even fighting game in VR. So I wonder if they're gonna release something in virtual reality, but I wanted to mention it because my excitement was just great. Okay, also I want to talk in this video about something what probably worries you, which is Resident Evil 4. Now, in this blog post they said Resident Evil 4 is returning and bringing all the fear, thrills and excitement to the PlayStation 5. Next year, Leon Kennedy will again go from a rookie cop late to his first day on the Raccoon City Police Department to a zombie roundhouse kicking legend with Resident Evil 4 long-awaited remake. Whoever thought it is just amazing. This reimagining of 2005 classic is taking many cues from its preceding Resident Evil remakes and preserving the charm that made the original so great, while adding tons of feature to make it worthy of sharing the same title. While the game looks much more realistic, the over-the-top action and scares are still there, and having missed a bit. What other games allow you to block a chainsaw with Leon's trusty knife? So they know what they're doing here. It's classic Resident Evil once more for a modern audience. And they've got this release date, March 24th, 2023, published for PS4 and PS5. Of course, what you might worry is no mention about PlayStation VR2. Now, I know there is people worrying that the game got cancelled. I already done a video about it in past to say it is not cancelled. And I want to tell you now to not worry as well. Don't forget, on the same day pretty much, Resident Evil Village PSVR2 DLC got announced. I don't think they're gonna talk about two games at the same time. The VR mode definitely coming to Resident Evil 4. Who knows, maybe not at launch. And what kind of VR mode it is, I don't know myself. Is it just a bit of content or full-fledged VR game fully playable in VR? For that, we're gonna have to wait and see, but just wanted to mention it just to keep you nice and calm and relaxed. Okay, that's it for today. Big shout out to all the patrons. You are all awesome. I super appreciate your support. If you want to, to have the latest PSVR2 news, stay tuned to the channel, and as soon as I got anything, I will be doing videos right away, of course. Okay, so that's it. Bye.